Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to strike the last word, and I appreciate the committee bringing this legislation, the Nuclear Waste Policy Amendments Act, for a vote today. My constituents join many others around the country who know we need a fix to storing spent permanent nuclear fuel permanently. It's taken decades to get this far, and we can't wait any longer. Spent fuel from the decommissioned San Onofre nuclear generating station sits just north of my district. The location is less than 100 feet from the Pacific Ocean, miles from earthquake fault lines, near densely populated communities, on a military base, and quite clearly not suitable for spent nuclear fuel storage. Once it cools enough to move, it needs to be relocated. Many communities in the United States also need spent fuel moved to a secure location. As an original co-sponsor of this bill and a lead sponsor in the last Congress, I support moving forward on both interim storage options as well as a permanent repository at Yucca Mountain in Nevada. Since we heard this bill in committee, I led a congressional delegation with my friend from Texas, Representative Flores, to see the Yucca site. And as Mr. Shimkus so exhaustively explained, Yucca was not selected indiscriminately. Starting with 10 site options, narrowing down to 3, and then finally to 1, the site was chosen by the Department of Energy based on seismology, geological acceptability, a 1,600-foot natural buffer from water contamination, and much more. Perhaps most illuminating is that it's located on the same range where the U.S. government performed over 900 nuclear detonations. Some of the craters are still too radioactive for humans to visit, so it does seem like a suitable place to host a secure, well-studied, and absolutely necessary permanent storage facility. I know it's uncomfortable for my friends in Nevada, but science shows that this is where this waste should go because no location will become a permanent disposal site voluntarily. We should conclude the debate on site selection by making this bill law. Then we can establish a process of safely transporting spent nuclear fuel from across the country to a secure facility using safe and reliable technology. I want to thank the other members like Mr. McNerney, Mr. Shimkus, and Ms. Matsui, who are all working on this issue in one way or another, and I appreciate Chairman Pallone for marking up this legislation. I support this bill, and I yield back.